The Xiaomi CC9 Pro, or the Mi Note 10 as it's called outside of China, is the world's best camera phone, according to Xiaomi and DXOMARK. Let's get into it. Xiaomi's launch event was completely and utterly centered around the camera of the CC9 Pro for obvious reasons. It is an absolute beast of a camera. It is the most cameras we've ever seen in a Xiaomi smartphone, and it features a brand new camera sensor that is just bigger and badder than anything we've seen in a smartphone ever before. Xiaomi made a big deal about the main camera sensor, which is a crazy 108 megapixels. Make no mistake, those pictures looked incredibly sharp with a huge amount of detail. There is no questioning this whatsoever. That sensor is capable of very sharp images, but there is way more to imaging than just megapixels. But Xiaomi think that with the CC9 Pro, they've included all the other lenses, 2x zoom lens, 5x zoom lens, ultra wide lens, and a macro lens that makes the camera in the CC9 Pro or the Mi Note 10 pretty much unbeatable. Moving on to the zoom camera, which Xiaomi talked a lot about, going from the ultra wide all the way into 10x hybrid zoom or 50x digital zoom. The Xiaomi CC9 Pro or the Mi Note 10 is Xiaomi's answer to the Huawei P30 Pro and or the Mate 30 Pro. Xiaomi spent a lot of time talking about the Huawei phones. The zoom is very impressive, and we don't see anything else that can even come close to the zoom range that we get in the CC9 Pro, especially for the price. The CC9 Pro also has RAW capability, which can take photos in a flat color profile. This means that you can edit the photos afterwards, bring back the shadows, bring back the highlights, and get more dynamic range out of the photo. We also see this in Huawei flagships that give us the ability to shoot in RAW, but this is something that 99% of people are just never ever gonna use. At exactly the same time as the CC9 Pro was launched, its DXOMARK score came out, and it gave Xiaomi the top score, 121, which is a tie with the Mate 30 Pro from Huawei. Xiaomi then told us that its zoom score and its video score all came out on top of Huawei phones. That is a big statement from Xiaomi. And let's get our hands on the real device and test it out in a camera test side by side to make our own decision. Importantly, this camera store is for the premium edition CC9 Pro, which actually puts another lens in the main camera setup. The CC9 Pro is capable of a bigger zoom range and capable of taking higher megapixel images than pretty much any other smartphone. That's why it gets a high score on DXOMARK, but again, let's test it out in the camera test to see just how well it fares. So how have Xiaomi priced this phone? They said that these internal components are the most expensive components that they've ever used. Xiaomi have given the CC9 Pro a price of 2,799 RMB. The price goes up for there, and for the premium edition, you'll be paying 3,500 RMB. Wow, this is not a cheap phone. There are some flagship killers out there that you can get for around about the same price. The Realme X2 Pro using the Snapdragon 855 Plus with a 90Hz display and a quad camera too is around about the same price as the CC9 Pro. Are we seeing the start of Xiaomi actually going into a more premium range and a more premium set of smartphones, charging a little bit more money for extra features? I'd love to know your thoughts on the price. Do you think this is still great value considering all of that camera tech? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe for all the latest tech news, the unboxing and the camera test of the Xiaomi CC9 Pro or the Mi Note 10 as it will be called outside of China. That's it for now, but I'll see you in the next one.